Yaira Nami, blessings to all of you. My name is Joshua from Chosen Vessels, the Preacher's Channel. Today is 5/11/2019. In our previous presentation, we learned about the word love, the meaning of love revealed in the Hebrew, in the ancient Hebrew. And we have discovered that to love a person means to approve of him or of her, and to love one another means to accept one another, which is to willingly give oneself away and willingly accepting one another as depicted in this picture. And it has very little to do with emotions or feelings. And how do we know that? It is by studying the word that means love in the Hebrew, in the ancient Hebrew. And the word for love in the ancient Hebrew is lon, and the root consonants here are the L, okay? And each L here represents the arm. So there are two arms in lolon. So in a quick review, how do you say to approve in Spanish? It is aprobar. And how do you say to approve or to accept in the Hebrew? It is long. It means to accept. Okay, Allah in Hebrew is hand. And how do you say to accept or to approve of something in modern Hebrew? It is le asher, le asher. And how do you say love in Spanish? It is amor, amor. And the word for love in the Hebrew, in the ancient Hebrew, is lon lon, and the la and the la. And how do you say love in modern Hebrew? It is ahava, ahava. So in love, you have the L and the la and the la. And details of letter la is in number 5 of our ancient Hebrew revived, the complete chart. So this is the letter, the ancient Hebrew letter that became our modern English letter L. Okay, so to love means to approve of a person. To love a person means to approve of them, or to accept them, or to willingly give yourself away to them, and at the same time willingly accepting them. And to love one another as we are commanded by our Lord Yeshua or Jesus is to accept one another. Okay, it has very little to do with feelings and emotions. And details about this lesson is in our previous presentation. However, our topic for today is about the trumpet. Why trumpet is used to signal the resurrection. Okay, why trumpet is used to signal the resurrection revealed in the ancient Hebrew, in the Hebrew. So the word trumpet is what we are taking a close look at today. And how do you say trumpet in Spanish? It is trompeta, trompeta. Okay. And how do you say trumpet in modern Hebrew? It is hatzerha, hatzerha. Okay, hatzerha. And how do you say trumpet in the Ave, in the ancient Hebrew, it is the P, the Ka and the P, the P, and the K and the P, the K and the P. And details about the Ka is in number 24 of our ancient Hebrew revived complete chart. And details about letter P is in number 9 of our ancient Hebrew revived complete chart. So the ka in Arabic is a rope. It is the imagery of a rope. It is a pile or a compilation or a heap of anything. Okay, it is a compilation of things. And the P is the drawing of a mouth, and it means to administer, okay, or to cluster. Wherefore, if you put the two letters together, the p, the k, and the p, you have this imagery. Okay, this is the p, the cluster or the administering, uh, and then the k, a pile of anything or a heap of things. So if you put these two letters together, you get the imagery of things. As an example, apples uh, gathered together in a basket, or the per here, the administering here, the per here, the place is the church building, and then the pile or the heap of things being gathered in here is the people. Okay, people gathered together in the per and the place. So in Ba, you have the to congregate. It means to congregate in one place. Okay, to gather together. So in trumpet in Ba, you have a congregation. It means to congregate together, to gather together. It means a congregation. All right, to administer a pile. Okay, so administering a pile or gathering the things together in one place, like a congregation. As an example, in Exodus chapter 19 verse 13 from the KJV, we read, quote, Yahweh said to the people at Mount Sinai, he said, quote, there shall not an hand touch it, which is the mountain, but he shall surely be stoned and or shot through, whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. When the what? When the trumpet soundeth long, they shall come up to the Mount Sinai. Unquote. So here we see Yahweh giving the instruction that when a trumpet is blown, what the people should what gather together where at Sinai. So he's explaining at once the meaning or what it means to have a trumpet blown. So the trumpet is, it means gather together. So he's telling them when you hear the trumpet, come together where at Sinai. Okay. In the second example, we read in the Apocrypha, in the book of Infancy, chapter 8, verses 6 through 9, it reads, quote, and the priest went in, taking the vestment with 12 bells into the Holy of Holies, and prayed about her. Suddenly, and her here is Mary, and suddenly an angel of the Lord stood before him, saying, Zechariah, Zechariah, depart from here and gather the widowers of the people, and let each one carry a staff. Verse 8, and the one whom the Lord Yahweh points out with a sign, she will be his wife, and his here is Joseph. And verse 9, so the heralds went out to the whole surrounding area of Judea, and what? And a trumpet, the trumpet of the Lord rang out, and all the men rushed in. Okay, so when they heard the trumpets, they congregated. Okay, they gathered together in the temple. So that is a second example of what a trumpet signifies according to the Hebrew, according to the Hebrew. And in third example, in Matthew 24, verse 31, our Lord Yeshua, our Lord Jesus says, quote, and he shall send his angels, and Yahweh shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, okay? And they shall what? Gather together his elects, the remnants of Israel, the Jews from the four corners, from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other, unquote. So in a third example, Jesus himself indicates that at the sound of the trumpet, which means what? The "pe", it means what? Gather together. Yahweh will gather together his elect. Wherefore, back in the days when when the Hebrews heard the sound of the trumpet, they knew exactly what they were supposed to do. You know, it means gather together. Okay, the ka, it means pile or heap or rope. Okay, binding, and then the fe, which is means a place. It means gather together in one place. Okay, the fe. And this is the imagery. Apples gather together. The pile is the apples stacked on top of each other, and the fe is a place, is the gathering. Okay, it's a functional instrument, and the walls, the congregational, the building is the fe, the place, and the people here are uh, the elements being gathered together. Okay, so that is the meaning of a. It means a congregation. So we have many other topic discussions coming soon. So please stay tuned and be looking forward to our next video presentation. Thanks again for watching. My name is Joshua, and until next time.